French Open 2024, the clay court king and our predictions. Are you excited for the most prestigious clay court battle of the year at Roland Garros in Paris, France? We are talking about the French Open 2024, which will serve up 2 weeks of incredible tennis from May 26th to June 9th. This is surely going to be a star-studded tournament you don't want to miss. Well, isn't it too early to predict who will win the battle and who will crash and burn? But wait a minute. From Nadal to Novak, we have some interesting speculations and buzz about the players that will give you an epic picture of who is the absolute beast to contend for the title and who will be crushed hard. So, watch this video till the end. First off, we have to address the elephant in the room. The king of clay himself, Rafael Nadal. He's a legend at the French Open, having won it 14 times. His last victory was just in 2022, when he crushed Casper Ruud in the final despite a serious foot injury. Nadal's record at Roland Garros is almost mythical, 112 wins and only 3 losses. Beating him on the Philippe Chatrier court is one of the toughest challenges in sports. But here's the twist. This year, we think it's time to get recent facts checked for Nadal. Over the past 2 years, Nadal's health has taken a serious toll. He suffered a hip injury at the 2023 Australian Open that required surgery and sidelined him for the rest of the year. Since returning in 2024, he hasn't been the same powerhouse, especially on clay. Missing the Monte Carlo Masters, exiting early in Barcelona, and disappointing performances in Madrid and Rome paint a troubling picture. Nadal's been dealing with recurring pain and has even hinted at possibly skipping the French Open altogether. Time and wear are catching up to him, and the stats back it up. But wait, there's a twist in the story. Media sources have recently confirmed that Nadal will travel to Paris to compete in the French Open 2024. This news is a huge relief to fans who were worried after his cryptic comments following his loss to Hubert Hurkacz in the Italian Open 2024. Despite his injuries and age, Nadal's determination is clear, and he's gearing up for one more shot at glory on his beloved clay. In recent weeks, Nadal has shown flashes of his old self. He secured wins over Alex de Minaur and Pedro Cachan, giving fans a little hope. Despite recent losses to players like Hubert Hurkacz, Jiri Lehecka, and Alex de Minaur, Nadal remains a popular bet, currently the 4th most bet player at DraftKings Sportsbook. But rooting for Nadal to flip a switch and reclaim his crown might be wishful thinking. Moreover, Djokovic and Swiatek are looking to win again this year, but they'll face tough competition from Nadal, Alcaraz, Ruud, Sabalenka, and even Coco Gauff. Now, let's talk about Brits. Jack Draper, Dan Evans, and Cameron Norrie have secured direct spots in the main draw, along with Katie Boulter, Harriet Dart, and Jodie Burrage. However, Burrage is still recovering from wrist surgery and hasn't played since March. The French Open's women's draw is also a war zone, and Queen Iga Swiatek is ready to defend her throne for the 4th time. Remember last year's epic final? Yeah, she crushed it. But challengers are circling. Sabalenka's power game is a threat, Gauff's a rising star with brains and brawn, and Rybakina's got serious winning potential. Britain's got Boulter, Dart, and Burrage ready to make a splash. But all eyes are on Emma Raducanu. After her US Open magic, she's diving into the qualifiers for the first time since that legendary run. Could she pull off another shocker? Plus, there's still a chance for a last-minute main draw entry. With her clay court mastery, Swiatek is the clear favorite. However, Aryna Sabalenka's powerful game, Coco Gauff's impressive rise, and Elena Rybakina's winning potential all threaten to dethrone the Queen. This French Open promises to be a thrilling battle for the championship. Now here's an interesting analysis made by Andy Roddick recently. Every single person in the top 4 has some sort of injury concern going in, he said, as he added Daniil Medvedev to the list of players carrying injury concerns after he was forced to pull out of the Madrid Open earlier this month. I don't know that we have had a lot of Grand Slams in the last 25 years, certainly on the men's side, that we can say, this is wide open. We haven't had that conversation for such a long time. Our favorite is a guy who is dealing with a forearm injury and hasn't played 2 out of the 3 Masters events going in. By the way, whatever the odds might say, Medvedev, Andre, Rublev and Casper, Ruud would also like a word here. Taylor Fritz, you have to put him in that conversation. We are not even talking about Rublev, and he won in Madrid, and there are so many names out there this year. All of a sudden, we are talking about 12 or 15 guys for the first time in a long time. Opportunity is knocking for a lot of names that you may not consider to be top of the favorites list. Predicting a champion is tough, but based on recent reports, the French Open 2024 is shaping up to be a battle. Here's what the internet buzz is saying. Iga Swiatek remains the queen of clay, aiming for a historic 4th French Open title. Her dominance on the surface is undeniable. However, challengers like Aryna Sabalenka with her power, Coco Gauff's rising talent, and Elena Rybakina's winning form are all hungry to dethrone her. On the men's side, forget your usual favorites list. Injuries have opened the door for a wide-open tournament. With Novak Djokovic and Daniil Medvedev hampered, a new champion could emerge. Andre Rublev, fresh off his Madrid Open win, Casper Ruud, a French Open finalist last year, and even Taylor Fritz are all contenders. Buckle up for an unpredictable French Open with a new generation ready to make a mark.